Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in Week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Check three.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 2, just like we saw on first and second down as well. Deuce is wild. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rolling to his right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. 2nd down and 8. Watson off play action. Out to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down at the 28. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They go back to the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 16, Watson. Oh, looking for Waddle, but this is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Rodgers' throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's brought down. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal.
52's the mic right here, 52's the mic.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes when quarterbacks run a sneak, they wait a second or two just to see which way to go with the football. And in this case, that hesitation cost him.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. the touchdown out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Hardman on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run with Breida, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Well, they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And this time he is in. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson now to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Watson.
Oh, my God. I could easily pick that off. What am I doing, bro?
9 there on the first down completion. Again, it's Watson. That'll be caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man, Wilson. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're... Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Grover Stewart. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Ross on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Watson. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Watson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Watson. Buying time to his left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. To throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get.